Exam done now? Am I right? One exam is completed.
Yes, sir. English exam completed, sir.
How it was?
Sir, easy, sir.
Easy. Monday is math, correct?
Yes, sir.
Oh, how you done today? Mock test, morning mock test. Went well? Students, please respond. Anyone can let me know what kind of difficulties you are facing when you are attending the MCQs papers? Anyone? Before going to topic, anyone? What kind of difficulties like timing or solving? Or
Sir, timing, sir, while solving the sum.
so you have to improve the analytical skills, first point, and you have to identify the shortcuts. See here, you need not to show everything, correct? So mind calculation should be little bit fast, particularly in differentiation, tangent and normals and maximum minima and all. You have to find out the alternate method to solve the situation according to the options. It's not elimination method, but let's see some questions today we'll discuss about today's paper. The first question, as usual, from the relations and function. Set of natural numbers defined by n or m, like n related to m. If n divides m, then r is, if n divides m, then only you have to give the relation. If n divides m means, in case of reflexive, n comma n you will get. Then only I can call it as a reflexive relation. Suppose if I want to say if I want to say this is n comma n should be, so n by n divisible by n, so it is reflexive. N comma m, if n divides m, we can't say m divides n. Will you agree? Is it possible? 2 divides 4, but 2 divides 4, but 4 can't divide 2. So if 2 comma 4 is a relation, 4 comma 2 is not belongs to the relation. So this is not symmetric. Let's see about the transitive. Suppose if I'm saying a comma b belongs to relation, I can say only if a by b, sorry, b by a is a number, some constant. So b comma c belongs to relation, c by b should be some other constant. So I want to prove a comma c also belongs to relation, that says c by a should be some value. If I'm multiplying this one, k1 into k2, I'm getting b by a into c by b, b cancels, c by a is coming, product of two constants will be some other constant. So a comma c also belongs to relation because c by a is k1 and k2. So it is transitive also. So what is the answer? The answer is, it's reflexive, transitive, but not symmetric, because symmetric is a comma b belongs to relation, b comma a need not to be relation. Second one, ABCD is a relation. Guys, 1 second, stay online. Second question. A, B, C, D are the elements of A. The relation is A comma B, B comma A, and A comma A. How we can discuss this question? A comma B is part of the relation. A comma B is there. A comma A is there. B comma B is not there. Is it possible I can say this is reflexive? It's not reflexive.
Yes, sir.
And it is not transitive. Is it transitive?
No, sir.
No.
Only symmetrical.
Very clearly it says A comma B is there, B comma is there. It is symmetric. So the answer is only symmetric. A, B for two any non-empty sets, F is invertible. When F can be invertible, what is the condition for inverse functions? It should be bisective. What is the definition of the bisective function? It's a straight question. Both 1, 1 and
onto.
onto. Let n be the set of natural numbers. F is n to n is defined by f of n is equal to n plus 3. Then F is bisective, injective, surjective. How we can discuss this question? Why it is not bisective? First of all, why
because
it is
the
not
range will not be a natural number, sir. For every range, there's no image in
correct. Each and
X.
every element can't be mapped to other element. Because set B also all natural numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is there any pre-image for 1? 2n plus 3 is equal to 1. So 2n is equal to minus 3, n is equal to minus 3 by 2. But n is defined only for natural numbers. So there are no pre-images for 1. There is no pre-image for 2. There is no pre-image for 3 also, because if I am taking 2n plus 3 is equal to 3, n is equal to 0, but n is equal to 0 is not element of domain. If I am taking n is equal to 4 also, it's not element of domain. So there are some elements which doesn't have any pre-images, but it is a function because each and every element of n having image. 1 is having image of 5, 2 is having image of 7, 3 is having image of 9, 4 is having image of 11. So it is mapping to all odd numbers. 2n plus 3 says an odd number, and which is starting from 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 doesn't have any pre-images, and after that also many element doesn't have pre-images. So what kind of function this is?
Injective, sir.
Injective. Fifth one. A, B, C, then the range of the relation is A comma B, A comma C, B comma C defined on A. So from this, what is the range?
B and C, sir.
B and C. Simple. Collect all the elements of images of the solution set. Next one is R domain is given, range is given, is asking function is defined as, then the inverse of the function. So he clearly mentioned it is a invertible function. So how you can define the inverse? Make it y and calculate for the y, correct? Am I right or wrong, students?
Yes, sir. Correct, sir.
What is answer?
It's option B, sir.
4x is equal to 3xy plus 4y. If I am taking all x components one side, x is equal to 4 minus 3y is equal to 4y. X is equal to 4y by 4 minus 3y. 4y by 4 minus 3y. So answer is B. Any doubt till question number 6, students?
No doubts.
A relation R is defined from 2, 3, 4, 5 to 3, 6, 7, 10 in such a way. X is relatively prime to y. What is the meaning of relatively prime to y?
Co-prime.
Is it co-primes? What is the solution set of relatively prime? Co-primes are same. Ma'am, you said correct, and you have to say confidently yes. So what is the solution set for this? I can say 2 comma 3. 2 comma 7. 2 comma 6 I can't take. 2 comma 7. 2 comma 10 also I can't take. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Again 3 comma
7.
3 comma 10.
10.
4 comma 3.
7.
4 comma 7. 5 comma
7.
3. 5 6 5 7. Then domain of R. What is the domain of R?
2, 3, 4, 5.
2 3
It containing 2, 3, 4, 5.
2 3 4 5.
4, 5.
So next one. Eighth question we can do using the substitution method. Easiest method is substitution method or direct formula is there.
Direct formula.
Yeah. If you are unable to remember the formula, you can use the substitution method what we are doing in trigonometry. What is the value of sin inverse 2x by 1 plus x square? Tan inverse
2 tan
tan
inverse.
inverse x. Then what about this one?
2 tan inverse y.
Tan inverse y.
2 tan inverse y. So if I am taking tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is how much?
X
Tan
minus
inverse
y
x plus
by
y
1 plus
by
xy.
Sorry,
Tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus xy.
tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus xy. Further, I will do this one. Into half. So 2 to cancel. So what is the final?
X plus y by 1 minus xy.
This tan, not tan inverse. So x plus y by 1 minus xy. Option is D. Next one. Tan inverse x plus tan inverse 1 by 7. Which formula we can use here to calculate the x value? So one method is direct formula. Tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. We can use tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus xy, which is equal to pi by 4. Another one is I can use like this. I can write like this. Tan inverse x will be equal to tan inverse 1 minus tan inverse 1 by 7, which can be written as, what is the formula for tan inverse x minus tan inverse y?
X minus y by
1 into 1 by
plus
7
x.
is less than 1. So you can straight away use tan inverse 1 minus 1 by 7 divided by 1 plus 1 by 7. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So what is the value tan inverse? 7 minus 1 by 7 is 6 by 7 by 8 by 7. 7 7 cancel 2 3 times 2 4 times. It is coming as tan inverse 3 by 4. So x is equals 3 by 4. Move to the next question. 4 cos inverse x plus sin inverse x. 4 cos inverse x plus sin inverse x. So 4 cos inverse can be written as 3 cos inverse x plus cos inverse x. Question number 10. Plus sin inverse x is equal to pi. So why I am writing? Because sin inverse x plus cos inverse x value is how much? What is the value of sin inverse x plus cos inverse x? Pi by 2.
Pi by 2.
So pi by 2 is equal to pi. So it is cancelled. This will become pi by 2. So cos inverse x is equal to pi by 6. So for what value of x you will get pi by 6?
Root 3 by 2.
Root 3 by 2. Simple. Or substitute. See, is x is defined for 2 by root 3? Yes. So you can't use the substitution. This can't be defined. You can substitute this value here. If I'm substituting this value here, pi by 4 plus pi by 4. So this is also not correct answer. 3 by 2 can't be substituted because x is valid only from -1 to +1. So either this or this. So elimination method also can be applicable here. If I'm substituting 4 cos inverse root 3 by 2 plus sin inverse root 3 by 2. So 4 into pi by 6 plus pi by 6. Like that also you can take 2 pi by 6. That is also one more method where by substitution also you can able to solve this question. Next one. Sin inverse x is equal to pi by 5. Then what is the value of cos inverse x? What is the relation between sin inverse x and cos inverse x? I can say pi by 2 minus pi by 5 is the answer. Straight away. Understood how I wrote this one? 11th question. Students?
Yes, sir.
Because we are having an identity, sin inverse x plus cos inverse x will be equal to pi by 2. And they gave this is pi by 4. So cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2 minus pi by 5. So which will be equal to how much? 10, 4 pi. 5 pi minus 2
Will
pi.
be 3 pi by 10, sir.
So 3 pi by 10. 11th question is C. Tan inverse 1 plus tan inverse 1 by 3. It's a straight question. Tan inverse of 1 into 1 by 3 is less than 1. So I can use the direct formula. Tan inverse of 1 plus 1 by 3 by 1 minus 1 by 3. How much? 4 by 3 by 2 by 3. 3 cancel 2 times. Tan inverse 2 is the answer. D. Three pi by 10. This is root 3 by 2. Ninth question is 3 by 4. Question number 13. A and B are two matrices such that AB is equal to B, BA is equal to A. I think last class we discussed about this one. A square plus B square. Simple AB is equal to B. From here we can write, if I am multiplying both sides with A, I will get AB into A is equal to BA. AB into A is equal to BA. Same as if I am multiplying with A into BA will be equal to BA, which is equal to BA can be written as A, which is equal to A into A square. So I can write A is equal to A square, same as B is equal to B square. So A plus B. This is, we can treat it as a straight question. So 14th question, straight question. What is this? 0, 0, 0. Upper triangle and lower triangle is exactly same values with negative signs, opposite signs. Diagonal matrix is 0. So when it is possible, skew symmetric, correct or not? Last class we discussed about the skew symmetric by seeing the matrix, how you can say diagonal elements are 0. Upper triangle is equal to lower triangle with different signs. Pi minus 7, 11, but lower triangle is minus 5, minus 11. When it is minus in upper triangle, it is plus 7. Then it is called a skew symmetric matrix. So you can try by taking a random skew symmetric matrix A, B, C in upper triangle, minus A, minus B, minus C in lower triangle 0, 0, 0. Then you will get the, it will be, you can prove that it is a skew symmetric matrix. So any matrix looking like the diagonal elements are 0, upper triangle and lower triangle element values are same with the different signs. So wherever you are getting positive, in lower triangle you will get negative. Then it is called skew symmetric matrix. So identity matrix. So according to the definition, identity matrix, how many times you multiply to itself, its matrix won't change. So that is the definition of identity matrix. I power 4 is equal to I only. So what is the answer for 15th question? B. The matrix P 0, 0, 4, 0, 4, 0 and 4, 0, 0 is a, it's not a diagonal matrix. Why it is not a diagonal matrix?
Sir, because the diagonals are the same values.
See, diagonal matrix can be called as, this is only the diagonal matrix. A
I is equal to,
I cross j, where I is equal to j only diagonal elements. But this element is not I is equal to j. This diagonal is not I is equal to j. This is 1 by 1, this is 2 by 2, this is 3 by 3. So only these elements are called diagonal elements. So here diagonal elements are 0, 4, 0, not 4, 4, 4. And unit matrix, when you can call this is an unit matrix, it's not a unit matrix also. Only the option is square matrix. Square matrix exactly will suitable here because it is a 3 by 3 matrix order, so square matrix. Next one, 17th question. 1, 4, minus 2, 3, 1, 5, 2, 3, 1. What is its determinant? Find the determinant. If the determinant is coming 0, we get the determinant is 0 here. Based on the determinant only, you can say no solution or unique solution, infinitely many solutions, or none of this. So where you are getting the determinant is 0, then doesn't have any solution. Question number 18 also same method. 3, 1, minus 1, 5, 2, minus 3, 15, 6, minus 9. Calculate the determinant. So after calculation of the determinant, getting 0. So 0 means no solution.
Sir,
Yes.
so for 17th one, the determinant is not 0, sir.
Yes, sir. It's not 0, sir.
Check one more time. 1, 4, minus 2, 3, 1, 5, 2, 3, 1. One into 1 minus 15, correct?
Yes, sir.
Minus 4 into 3 minus 10 plus minus 2 into 9 minus 2, correct?
Yes, sir.
So this is minus 14. Minus 7 into minus 4 is how much?
Plus 28, sir.
Minus 2 into 7. What is the minus 2 into 7? Minus 14. What is the answer? Please cross verify. I will do it again.
Okay, sir. Understood.
So question number 19, like previous, straight away you can mark if AB is equal to A, BA is equal to B, A square is equal to A, B square is equal to B. Based on that, one more different question. Previously, they are asking what is the A square plus B square value. It is A plus B. Here, they are asking what is the condition. So A square is equal to A, B square is equal to B. Question number 20. There are two values of A which makes determinant is 86. Then the sum of these numbers. So straight away find out the determinant and calculate for A. If I am calculating the determinant, I am getting an equation A square plus 4A minus 21 is equal to 0 after doing all the deductions. So solving this equation will give us the values of A. The values of A is 3 comma minus 7. So if I'm taking the sum of 3 comma minus 7, the answer is minus 4. Anyone having in doubt till 20? Any question particularly we will discuss? Students?
Sir, could you explain once again why the second question is not reflexive?
See, whenever it is not reflexive, A comma A is there, but what about B comma B, man? Where is B comma B?
But sir, but A belongs to set A, right, sir? So that's enough to call it reflexive, right?
But B also is participating in the relation, no? See, whatever the elements are in the relation, those reflexive should be there. A is the A comma B. So A is part of the relation, B is also part of the relation. So reflection of A is there, A comma A is there, B comma B also should be there now.
Okay, sir, I understood now.
Got it?
Yes, I got it, sir.
Suppose if the same question is giving A comma B, B comma A, and A comma A, and B comma B again, then it is reflexive.
Okay, sir.
Got it? What I'm trying to say?
Yes, I understood now, sir.
Question number 21. If A and B are two non-zero square matrices of the same order, such that AB is equal to 0, when the product of two matrices will be 0? Take modulus on both sides. He is saying product of two matrices is 0 matrix. If I'm taking modulus of AB is 0, that is mod A into mod B is equal to 0. So mod A is equal to mod B is equal to, because he mentioned it is non-zero square matrices. So it's non-zero square matrices means mod A is equal to mod B is equal to 0. Some product of two numbers is 0. It is need not to be both the numbers should be 0. It is need not to be both the numbers should be 0. Either mod A is 0 is enough or mod B is 0 is enough. So second option. When I'm talking about the option D, it says both should be 0. Need not to be. If either mod A is 0, the total expression is 0, or mod B also 0, it is enough. Suppose mod B I'm having 3, mod A is 0, then the answer is 0. Yeah. So 2 minus 1, 3 minus 2, then A power n. If I'm taking A square, I will get 1001. First, at least 1 or 2 times you have to do, which is I. If I'm multiplying with A cube will become A. If I'm multiplying with A square into A square, which is I again. So the option is C. For natural, even natural number, it is identity matrix. For odd natural number, it is always A. For odd natural number, it is always A only. Same question they may write like, they won't give the option, they will give A matrix here for n is an odd natural number. So that is option. That option is also right for the 22nd question. So 23 direct determinants. So determinants, the common constant will be multiplied by order of the matrix. So K cube, determinant of A. Option B, determinant of adjective of A. This is also straight question. Question number 24. What is the determinant of A? If I am calculating the determinant of A, it is 14. So determinant of adjective A, how you will get? Determinant of adjective A will be equal to determinant of A power 3 minus 1. That is the determinant of A square. Or if I am writing determinant of adjective of A, 3 minus 1 whole square, its determinant. 3 minus 1 whole square. So answer is 14 power 4. It's a straight question, because determinant of adjective A can be written as determinant of A whole power 3, but you are doing determinant 2 times, adjective 2 times, adjective of A and again adjective. After that only you are taking the determinant. 25th question, 4A plus 3x is equal to 5B. So 3x will be equal to 5b minus 4a, a general subtraction, multiply b with 5, multiply a with 4 and subtract 5b minus 4a, divide with 3. 20 minus 8 by 3. So all options are 4. Only a comma b is the possible answer. Again, if you take the second element, minus 15 minus 0 by 3. So 5. So option B. 5b minus 4a by 3. Pi b is minus 15 minus 4 into 0 by 3 minus 5. What is the answer here? 4 comma minus
Yes.
5 is available only in A. So answer is A. Solution set of this equation. All the diagonal elements are same. So if you are applying the rows and column operation is part of the syllabus, students.
No, sir, it's deleted.
So how you will do this question then?
You have to find determinants, sir, for this.
Determinant. If you know the rows and column operations, it will be easy to calculate the determinant. Instead of using straight multiplication, it will be easy for you people.
Row transformation.
Column transformation makes easy. If you do the row transformation also fine. R1 tends to R1 plus R2 plus R3 also, you can make it easy. So you can take 3x minus 2 common after doing that one. Or you take the determinant and equate to 0. Take the determinant and equate to 0, but that is a little bit longer method. So the answer is 2 by 3 comma 11 by 3. General algebra, if you are strong, it will be easy who don't know the rows and column operations. Question number 27. Derivative of a function with respect to another function. He is asking d of sine cube x divided by d of cos cube x. This can be written as I am dividing both sides with dx. D sine cube x divided by dx divided by d cos cube x divided by dx. So differentiation of the first function divided by differentiation of the second function with respect to x is nothing but differentiation of, suppose if I am taking u, this is v, he is asking du by dv. U with respect to v he is asking. So it is very simple, 3 sine square x. Here you have to use chain rule into cos x. 3 cos square x into minus sin x. 3 cancel, 1 cos, 1 sin. So answer is minus tan x. Anyone having any doubt how to do this question? A differentiation of a function with respect to another function. Is it clear?
Yes, sir, clear, sir.
Next question. E power 2x plus 3 log x. It's also simple, straight differentiation, or you can take logarithm. How many people knows the logarithmic differentiation? Because I don't want to confuse you at this moment if you don't know. Y is equal to e power 2x plus 3 log x. Dy by dx is equal to e power x differentiation is e power x. This is function of function differentiation into 2x differentiation is 2, 3 log x differentiation is 3 by x. Is there any answer here? Two x plus 3 e power 2x plus 3 log x into 2x plus 3 divided by x. What is the answer? Students.
Sir, none of these options are there, sir.
Is none of these an answer?
I got none of these, sir, since x was in denominator. And none of them had x in denominator.
So can you take it as e power 2x into e power 3 log x?
E power log x cube. Then you will get it is e power 2x.
But still x will be in denominator now, sir.
So e power 2x into e power 3 log x into 2x plus 3 divided by x. This will be e power 2x into e power log of x cube 2x plus 3 by x. Again, if I am writing this one, e power 2x into, we know e power log a base e can be written as a, or a power log b base a can be written as b. If I am applying this rule, I will get the answer is how much? X cube into x plus 3 divided by x. X cancels, so the answer is x square into e power 2x into 2x plus 3. D is the option. So you need to know compulsory basics of the logarithms here. Please raise the hands. How many people don't know the logarithms here?
This I didn't know, sir.
This rule
Same.
you don't know.
Yes, this one I didn't know.
Keep it in
Log
mind.
e raised to power.
It's a simple rule. Suppose if I am having a power log b base a can be written as b. The next one. D. In case of strict increasing function, slope of the tangent and hence the derivative is. Strict increasing means what is the differentiation? When the differentiation, what is the strict increasing?
Derivative will be positive also.
Greater than
Sorry?
0. Greater than
Strict
0.
increasing positive or 0 also can be.
But here given strictly increasing, right, sir?
Yes. Strictly increasing means what?
0 is not included, sir.
No, he's asking the derivative. See, straight line. A constant function. Strictly increasing only, na constant function. What is the derivative of a constant function?
0, sir.
Then, if I am taking x square function is not strictly increasing. X cube is strictly increasing. This is a graph of x cube. See here, from negative infinity to positive infinity, it is strictly increasing. What is the differentiation at 0? 3x square, it is 0 only now. So either positive or 0. Either positive or 0. It's only not only positive.
Okay, sir, understood.
Question number 30. Tan of secant x plus tan x. Tan inverse of secant x plus tan x. How we can do this question? We will do tan inverse x can be written as 1 plus sin x by cos x. Correct? Is there any modifications can I do for this? This can be written as tan inverse of sin x by 2 plus cos x by 2 divided by whole square. This can be cos x can be written as cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2 cos x by 2 plus cos sin x by 2. Anyone having any doubt how I wrote these expressions from the given data? Please, it will be useful in many places. Students, anyone having any doubt? How I wrote this one?
Sir, could you explain this?
Yeah. So whenever you are getting 1 plus sin x by cos x, we are using this strategy. It is not only for this question. 1 plus sin x. 1 can be written as sin square x by 2 plus cos square x by 2. Sin x can be written as 2 sin x by 2 cos x by 2. This is looking like a plus b whole square formula can be written as sin x by 2 plus cos x by 2 whole square. Are you clear how I wrote 1 plus sin x is as sin x by 2 plus cos x by 2 whole square?
Yes, sir, understood that.
So cos x can be written as cos square x by 2 minus sin square x by 2 using the cos 2 theta formula. Again, if I am applying the a square minus b square formula here, cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2 into cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2. So the standard grip over the trigonometry makes us easy. So the final expression is coming. Is it clear how the numerator and denominator I changed with the help of the trigonometry? Students?
Yes, sir, understood.
Now, what you will get? This will be tan inverse of, I can write cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2. In the denominator, cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2. This can be written as tan inverse of, divide both the numerator and denominator with cos x by 2. 1 plus tan x by 2 by 1 minus tan x by 2. Which is resulting, which formula this is? Tan inverse of tan, what I can write, students?
Pi by 4.
Pi by 4 plus x by 2.
Pi by 4 plus x by 2. So the whole expression is equal to pi by 4 plus x by 2, and differentiation of this is how much? Question number 30.
1 by 2.
1 by 2. Simple. Or you can apply straight formula 1 by 1 plus x square into secant x n plus tan x differentiation. That is also fine. 1 by 1 plus x square. Consider this is t, and 1 by 1 plus t square into dt. So again secant square. That is also you can do. After simplification, you will get finally, after all deductions, you will get 1 by 2. Sever wish how we are going to do. The function f of x is equal to x minus gif. If f of x minus g of x, both should be continuous to say it is continuous. But he is saying continuous at non-integer points. Continuous everywhere. It is definitely not continuous because greatest integer function is discontinuous at where it is discontinuous. Greatest integer functions are discontinuous at all integral points. At 2 it is discontinuous because at 2 minus it is 1, at 2 plus it is 2. That's the reason at all integral values GAF is discontinuous. So continuous everywhere is not right answer. If it is not continuous, differentiable everywhere is also wrong answer. Continuous at integer points only is the wrong answer. So you can say continuous only at non-integral points. Will you agree, students, how I concluded
Yes,
the
sir.
answer? Or if you are able to remember the graph, X graph is like this, continuous everywhere. And this graph is like this. 1, 2, 3. At integral points, it is not continuous. Rest of all the points, it is continuous. So continuous at non-integral points. Question number 32. Guys, proper graphs, keep it in mind. Basic practice is enough. Sin y is equal to x of cos of a plus y. What kind of function? What we will call this kind of function where y comma x can't be separated? What is the name of this function, students? Implicit functions. So just do the differentiation and separate dy by dx value. Cos y into dy by dx. You have to apply the uv rule here. This is like u, this is like v. 1 into cos of a plus y plus x into minus sine a plus y into dy by dx. If I'm collecting all the dy by dx terms one side, cos y plus x sine of a plus y is equal to cos of a plus y. But answer is not there. How will deal this question? Answer is, I got dy by dx if I am doing directly cos of a plus y divided by cos y into cos y plus x sine of a plus y. How to proceed in these situations? How we can proceed in these situations? Students, anyone?
So we have to find dx by dy and take the reciprocal.
That is one method. Suppose if you are unable to get that idea, see, if you look into the answers, all the answers are independent of x, correct? There is no x value in the answers. So from the given question, sin y is equal to x cos of a plus y, and this is a situation here I can able to calculate the x value. My x value is sin y by cos of a plus y, and substitute. What you will get? Cos of a plus y divided by cos y plus sin y into sin of a plus y divided by cos of a plus y. So if I'm taking LCM and all, I will get cos square a plus y divided by cos a cos b plus sin a sin b. It will be cos of a plus y minus y. Cos of a plus y minus y. So y cancel. The answer is cos square a plus y by cos a. Or what she said, x is equal. You are unable to separate all y values as a single. Y is equal to something I can't write. So x is equal sin y by cos of a plus y, and do the differentiation with respect to y and reciprocate. That is also one more method, and this is also one more method. Whatever the idea it is striking to you in the exam, don't think too much and for wasting the time. Like, just proceed if you know the differentiation and identify the algebraic strategies to get the answer. It's clear? Students, clear?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Next one is parametric. Parametric differentiation. They are asking us to calculate 1 plus dy by dx whole square. 1 plus dy by dx whole square under the root. One method is straight away calculate the dy by dx. How we can calculate the dy by dx here? How we can calculate the dy by dx? Dx by d theta, which will be equal to how much? A 3 cos square theta into minus sin theta, and if I want dy by d theta is equals a 3 sin square theta into cos theta. Cos 1 cos cancel, 3 a cancel, sin 1 sin cancel. So what is the remaining? Minus tan theta. I can write dy by dx is equal to minus tan theta. So whole square will be equal to tan square theta. So 1 plus tan square theta under the root. 1 plus tan square theta is equal to how much? Secant square theta. So secant root of secant square theta is how much? We have to use secant theta or modulus of secant theta.
Modulus, sir.
Why modulus?
Because plus or minus can come.
Correct. Magnitude is always positive because of under the root, and it is secant square. Next one. F of x is equal to x tan inverse x. Then f dash of 1. Differentiate and substitute 1. F dash x is equal to x into 1 by 1 plus x square plus tan inverse x into 1. If I am substituting 1 here, 1 by 1 plus 1 plus tan inverse 1. What is the answer? 5 by 4 plus 1 by 2. Option D, 34. Clear? Question number 35, it's also a straight question. He is asking a differentiation of tan inverse of cot x. Shall we use chain rule here? Function of function. Inside inverse function, trigonometry. 1 by 1 plus cot square x. That is a differentiation of tan into differentiation of cot x minus cosecant square x. So 1 by 1 plus cot square x is cosecant square x into minus cosecant square x. So the answer is minus 1. Is it clear how I got the answer is minus 1? Question number 35. Without remembering any or you can use the inverse trigonometric identities. D by dx of tan inverse of cot x can be written as tan of pi by 2 minus x, which will be d by dx of pi by 2 minus x. If you are able to remember inverse trigonometric formula, straight away you can differentiate 0 minus 1. So answer is minus 1. Any method. Question number 36. Differential coefficient of f log x with respect to x, where f of x is log x. What is the meaning of differential coefficient, students? What is meant by differential coefficient here? F of log x. F of x is equal to log x. Then what is the meaning of f of log x? Log of log x. And he is asking differential coefficient means differentiation of f dash of log x. So 1 by log x into log x differentiation is 1 by x. This will be x log x whole power minus 1 or 1 by x log x. 1 by x log x. So option is A. Log of log x differentiation you can use as the formula. Y is equal to log of log x. So y dash is equal to 1 by x log x. Simple.
A doubt, sir.
Yes.
So whenever they are differential coefficient, they're asking normal differentiation.
Yeah, first order differentiation. Differential coefficient means. The meaning of differential coefficient means this is called differential coefficient. D by dx of this d by dx is known as differential coefficient.
Okay, sir.
Let f of x is equal to x power 3 by 2, then differentiation of f dash of 0. So x power n rule 3 by 2 x power 3 by 2 minus 1. So 3 by 2 x power plus 1 by 2. If I am substituting 0, what is the answer? 0. The equation of the tangent. Question number 38. Tangent and normals. You need to know the basics of the straight lines concept from the +1. Equation of the tangent for this curve at this point. They gave the point, so you have to find out the slope. To calculate the equation of a line, we require minimum 2 things, either 2 points, either 2 intercepts, or normal and perpendicular, normal and slope, or 2 points, 2 intercepts, slope and intercept, and slope and point. So mostly in application of tangent and normals, slope and point formula we'll use. If a line passing through x1, y1 having the slope m, then equation of line is y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. Here point is there. So calculate the slope and substitute this formula, then it will be easy. So how to calculate the slope according to differentiation? Slope is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, that is dy by dx. So y is equal to e power x. Differentiation of the curve equation will use the slope equation. So dy by dx is equal to e power 2x into 2, that is 2 into e power 2x. At what point you want the slope, substitute that point. He's asking find the tangent at 0, 1. If I'm substituting dy by dx 0, 2 into e power 0, answer is 2. Slope is 2. So y minus 1 is equal to 2 into x minus 0. So what is the final answer? Y minus 1 is equal to 2x. 2x minus y plus 1 is equal to 0 is the equation. Or y plus 1 is y minus 1 is equal to 2x. Option is B. Next question. Let R f defined R2 or be defined f of x is equal to x plus cos theta, then f is increasing or decreasing. How we can decide increasing function or decreasing function? Based on their differentiation. And he's asking maxima, minima, increasing, decreasing functions together. They gave the question here. So for anything, you have to calculate the first differentiation. F dash x is equal to 2 minus sin x. 2 minus sin x is always positive. How we can judge my statement? How we can conclude my statement?
Maximum value of sin x is 1.
Not even
So
0.
2 minus 1
Always, because 2 is a fixed value. Sin x is from minus 1 to
1.
plus 1. So the least value is minus 1 and the maximum value is plus 1. So, but here the higher 2 minus maximum value also is always positive. That's the reason it is always positive. The differentiation is always positive. What it's meaning? It is increasing function. Correct? And if I want to talking about maximum or minimum, how we can discuss this function? If I'm equating 0, 2 minus sin x is equal to 0, sin x is equal to 2, where x is doesn't have any values, where x doesn't have any value. So here maximum minima is unable to, we can't, there is no concept of maximum minima for this equation, because first differentiation is 0, there is no defined x values. So the answer is what for 39? Increasing function. There is no maxima, there is no minima is defined here. Find the slope of the normal. So find out the slope of the tangent. Minus 1 by slope of the tangent is slope of the normal at the particular given point. So he gave the point also. Find out the dx by d theta minus a 3 cos square theta into sin theta. Dy by d theta 3a sin square theta cos theta. I done directly. So dx by d theta minus 3a cos square theta sin theta. Anyone having any doubt in differentiation, please let me know. So it is minus tan theta. The slope of the tangent is minus 1. Dy by dx is minus 1. So minus 1 by minus 1 is the slope of the normal. So answer is plus 1. Is it clear how I got the slope of the normal? Students?
Yes,
Shall we go to
sir.
the next one? So next one is also substitution method. Direct method is a little bit tedious. Substitution method is the easiest one. y is equal to, what substitution makes easy here? 4x cubed minus 3x. X is equal to cos theta if I am taking, theta is equal to cos inverse x. If I am taking x is equal to cos theta, what I will get? 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta. So answer is 3 theta. So 3 cos inverse x. Y. So y dash is equal to minus 3 by 1 minus x square. First option. Cot inverse 1 minus x by 1 plus x. Y is equal to, what substitution makes easy here, students? Instead of doing direct differentiation, which substitution will give the easiest answer? If I am taking x is equal to tan theta, what I will get? This is cot, not cos, cot. Cot inverse of 1 minus tan theta by 1 plus tan theta. What is this formula? Cot inverse of 1 minus tan theta by 1 plus tan theta can be written as tan of pi by 4 minus theta. Yes or no? So how we can convert tan into cot?
Pi by 2 minus.
Pi by 2 minus pi by 4 plus theta. So what do you get? Pi by 4 plus theta. And theta is pi by 4 plus tan inverse x. What is the answer? What is the answer? If you differentiate this expression, what do you get?
1 by 1 plus x.
1 by 1 plus x square. It's a straight question because tan pi by 4 differentiation is 0, tan inverse x differentiation is 1 by 1 plus x square. The curve y is equal to x power 1 by 5 as at 0, 0. Vertical tangent, oblique tangent, horizontal tangent. Vertical tangent means slope of the y axis. Oblique means some constant. Horizontal tangent means slope of the x. And no tangent means tangent slope no tangent. No tangent means it's not possible. Because this curve is passing through origin. Definitely it is having a tangent. So D option is eliminated by seeing the question. So differentiation of x power 1 by is x power 1 by 5 minus 1. 1 by 5 minus 1 minus 1. So this is x power minus 4 by 5. If I am substituting, y is equal to dy by dx is 0. Slope is 0 for what? Sorry, dy by dx is 1 by 0, not this is 0 power minus 1, that is infinity. Slope is infinity for which case? Because
Parallel to y.
1 by 5 power x power 4 by 5, then only you have to substitute, that is 1 by 0, it is infinity. So infinity means vertical. So the answer is vertical. Slope is 0 means horizontal. Slope is some value, negative or positive means oblique. So in this case, slope is infinity, so vertical tangent, parallel to y-axis.
So under no condition we'll get no tangent, sir.
No tangent means that curve should not even passing through that point. Substitute, if I am substituting this point, this should not obey. Suppose if I am saying this is a curve, it is like an x cube curve. And if I am giving a point here, 1 comma minus 5. Is it possible the curve is having a tangent at 1 comma minus 5?
No, sir.
That is a no tangent condition. That is depends upon what point they are asking us.
Okay, so I understand.
The function f of x kx cube minus 9x square plus 9x plus 3 monotonically increasing every interval. Then he is asking the value of k. So find out the differentiation of the function. it is coming 3kx square minus 18x plus 9. If I am taking 3 common, kx square minus 6x plus 3. So increasing means it should be greater than 0. So kx square minus 6x plus 3 greater than 0. Should be positive always. How we can reduce this kind of questions? How we can discuss this kind of questions? When a quadratic expression value is greater than 0, whether it should be a real roots, correct?
Yes, sir.
So what should be discriminant value here? How we can define the discriminant value here? Discriminant is less than 0 or greater than 0?
Greater than 0, sir.
How, man? What is the discriminant expression here? Yeah, forget about discriminant, we can do in alternate method. So here 3 can't be 0. So kx square minus 6x plus 3 must be 0. I am taking kx square minus 6x must be greater than 3. Kx square minus 6x must be greater than 3. When it is possible, students? X square is always positive. You take the values and try to substitute. 3x square minus 6x or minus 2x square minus 6x greater than or equal to 3, less than or equal to 3. Take any one value and check every interval. Every interval means you have to take any value of real numbers. If I am taking x is equal to 0, it should be positive. If I am taking x is equal to 0, what is happening? 0 is coming greater than 3. Will you agree, students? Sorry, 0 is coming.
Be less than 3, sir.
Minus 3. It is minus 3 here because 3 if I am taking, it is minus 3. If I am
Yes,
taking
sir,
1,
it's great.
if I am taking 1, what I am getting? Take the neighborhood values because all the k values is around the 3 only here. If I am taking k is equal to 3, check whether it is existing or not. If I am taking k is equal to 3, k into 9, sorry, k is equal to 3, I am getting 3x square minus 6x must be greater than minus 3 for any value of x. Greater than 3 for any value of x. If I am substituting x is equal to 1, 3 minus 6 greater than minus 3. Minus 3 is greater than minus 3. It is equal. Or if I am taking 2, 12 minus 12 greater than minus 3, 0 minus 3. So k greater than or equal is not possible. Why greater than or equal is not possible? If I am taking x is equal to 3, I am getting minus 3 should be greater than minus 3. It is not correct statement. But if I am taking greater than 3, I am getting. If I am taking any value less than 3, suppose if I am taking 0, for all the values of less than 3, it is possible, students? If I am taking 1, 3 minus 6, if I am taking 0, 0 is greater than minus 3. If I am taking minus 1, if I am taking minus 1, See, if I'm taking -1, what I'm getting? 3 plus 6 is greater than -3. 9 is greater than -3. It's coming. But here, -12 minus 12. If I'm taking 5, 25, 3 is 75. Why it is coming both the values? K should be, K is less than 3. Kx square minus 6x must be greater than -3. If I'm taking K less than 3, I'm taking K less than 3 means K is equal to 1. So I'm taking x square minus 6x greater than -3 for any value. 1 minus 6x is greater than -3, 1. So this is not right answer, because if I'm taking K is equal to 1 and x is equal to also 1, and this statement is not coming as increasing. So it is possible only either in greater than 3 or equal to 3. Equal to 3 is also failed here. So K is greater than 3 is the right option. Anyone having any doubt in this question, how we can do with the elimination method? Students, please. Yeah, I'm moving to the 45th one. Substitution. What kind of substitution is required here?
Implicit.
Sorry? 2x square minus 1. What substitution will make easy here? X is equal to cos theta I'm taking. Theta is equal to cos inverse x. Y is equal to secant inverse 1 by 2 cos square theta minus 1. What is the value of 2 cos square theta minus 1? 1 by cos 2 theta. This is nothing but 2 theta. 2 cos inverse x is the final answer. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So answer is what? Minus
Option B, sir.
minus 2 by 1 minus x square. Correct. 46th equation of the normal. They gave the point, they gave the curve equation. They're asking us to calculate the equation of the normal. First, find out the equation of tangent slope from that normal slope and equation of the normal. So y is equal to 2x minus x square. Slope equation is 2 minus 2x. Point is 2, 0. So slope will be slope of tangent 2 minus 2 into 2 minus 2. So slope of tangent is -2. Slope of normal is -1 by -2. So 1 by 2. So equation of line is y minus 0 is equal to 1 by 2 into x minus 2. This will be 2y is equal to x minus 2. X minus 2y minus 2 is equal to 0 is the option. X minus
Option
2.
D, sir.
Option?
D, sir. Last option.
Last option. They give the function, they are asking on which region it is decreasing. Decreasing means how to calculate? What is the concept? Differentiation and check when, what are the x values makes the differentiation is negative. What are the x values? You have to find out the range of the x values which makes the differentiation is negative. So f dash x will be equal to 0 minus 3 plus 6x minus 3x square. If I'm taking minus 3 common, if I'm taking minus 3 common, I will get x square minus 2x plus 1. Then minus 3 into, this will be x minus 1 whole square. X minus 1 whole square. If you see, irrespective of x value, because x minus 1, for any x value, whether it is negative or positive, this is always positive. So the final expression of f dash x is always negative. So what is this meaning? It's decreasing over R. It is decreasing over R. Might be there are some stagnation points. How we can say it is not strictly decreasing? What makes it is not strictly decreasing? What makes it is not strictly decreasing? Anyone? Why I am not choosing not strictly decreasing?
So because 0 satisfies, sir.
Sorry?
0 satisfies the function.
Yeah, if I am equating to 0, what is the meaning of differentiation is 0? Some x values are coming, correct?
Yes, sir.
So those are the x values are called peak values or either maxima or minimum values, where it is changing the direction, or it will increase up to one phase, or it will decrease up to one phase. It will decrease up to one phase. Again, it will decrease like this. This is called stationary points. So when we can say it is strictly decreasing, if there is no stationary points, then only we can say it is strictly decreasing. But this function is having some stationary points. That's the reason it is only decreasing function. Hope you understand what is the difference between strictly decreasing and decreasing. Determine the maximum value of the objective function, and they gave the constraints. So if they are giving the constraints 2x plus y, how the 2x plus y less than or equal to 6, x by 3, y by 6, x by 3, y by 6, like this. X less than or equal to 2, this is 2. X less than or equal to means this is the line, and x-axis, y-axis. So this triangle will use the region. So what are the points here? 0, 0, 2, 0, and 0, 6, and as well as less than 0 and less than 0. Less than is like this, less than is like this. No. The region is bounded is not like this, student, sorry. What reason you will get, students, here? What are the corner points you will get here? What are the corner points you will get here? Students, what are the corner points you will get here? Anyone?
So
From
get
this-
0, 0 is one corner point.
0,
sir.
0 is default, and 2, 0 is one corner point. 0, 6 is also one corner point because of here. And any other corner points here?
No, sir. I think that those are the only points.
So when it will be maximum? Let's see.
0, 6, sir.
0,
6, sir.
what is
42
the
is the
maximum?
answer. 42, sir.
42. Correct. Determine the minimum. So they gave the graph. It will be easy to identify the question. If the feasible region is shaded region, how to do this question, guys? What are the corner points here? This point alone you have to calculate.
Sir, I have a doubt actually, sir, in this question.
Okay,
Here, do we take 0, 0 as a corner point here, sir?
correct. You can do it. 0.0 is the corner point. Correct. So intersection of 2x plus y is equal to 104, and x plus 2y is equal to 76. So if I am multiplying 2x plus y is equal to 104, 2x plus 4y is equal to 152. So if I am subtracting, minus 3y is equal to minus 48, correct? So y is equal to how much you are getting here?
16, sir.
16. If I am substituting y value any one of this equation, what is your x value? 44. 88 plus 16, 104, correct? So this point is 44 comma 16 and x-intercept of 2x plus y. So A is
52, sir.
A is 52.0. B not required. D is 0 comma
36,
38,
38,
huh?
sir. Yes, sir,
and
38.
E is 44 comma 16. He's
So we should
asking
take
minimum.
even 0 comma 0, right, sir? Here.
Hmm?
We should take even 0 comma 0 here.
Correct,
right?
0 comma 0, but 0 comma 0.
The option 0 comma 0's answer is not given, no, sir.
No, right. Shaded region is a feasible region. Okay. Leave these questions wrong. Something they have to change, or shaded region must be changed. Leave it that question. As per the question, 0 comma 0 is the answer. Correct. Next one, 50th question. It's a last question, it seems.
Sir, but I think the data is wrong, sir. I didn't understand the data here.
Question 49 or 50 you're saying?
50, sir.
Question number 50. What is given? The corner points of the feasible region is given. Correct?
Yes, sir.
0 comma 0, 0 comma 40, 20 comma 40, 60 comma 20, 60 comma 0. Then the objective function is given.
What do they mean by comparing quantity in column A and column B, sir?
I think they missed the values here. Here they have to give the values. I will give the question. You can understood the thing. The column B values they will give. Suppose maximum Z D25.
So are they saying we have to calculate maximum value of Z and compare it with B, sir?
No, they will give some values here. Maximum of Z. You will get any one of value here. The quantity of in column A is greater. Compare the quantity of column A to, okay, sorry. Maximum Z is greater than 325. Up to this only column, man. That's it. This is only the tabular column. Understood what I'm saying?
Okay, sir. So we have to find maximum of Z and compare it.
You
sir,
have to
right?
find out all the constraints. 0 comma 0 substitute, you will get 0. Correct?
Yes, sir.
If I'm substituting 0 comma 40, you will get 120. If I'm substituting 20 comma 40, you will get 200. Correct?
Yes, sir.
If I'm substituting 6 comma 20, you will get 300. 60 comma 0, you will get
240,
240. So what is the
Maximum
maximum?
is 300, sir. So we compare it.
So if maximum is 300, which is less than
Column B.
325. So the quantity in column B is greater. Is the right answer? See, column A is greater is wrong answer. Correct? Because Z is maximum
300, sir.
300. So 300 is less than 325. So column A is less than column B. So which option is saying column A is less than column B?
Option B, sir.
B. The quantity in column B is greater. That's
Okay,
it.
sir.
It's a
Understood.
printing error. It's a printing. The options is repeated again. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So printing error. Okay, forget about this question also. I will inform to sir. Question number 49 is wrong. 50th is printing error. Any doubts? Shall I wind up the session, students?
No doubts, sir.
Yeah, we'll meet in the next session. Bye, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.